Hello everyone and welcome to this club guide video for the Platinum Resorts tournament. First and foremost, thanks a lot to Terry Live for the amazing design work here on the club guides. We do have Rookie Division, we do have Pro and Expert Division and Master Division as to cover here with the clubs that I feel is going to be best for you. Have in mind that we do not know the tournament wins yet, so some club selections is going to be changed in the future. Those that are patrons on patreon.com/golf-tommy combined with subscribers on Twitch and sponsors on YouTube is going to get updated club guides when the tournament has started. And before I start here going over Rookie Division, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Check out patreon.com/golf-tommy. This video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and let's go. Rookie Division here, and we do have to play from the front tee. And so that is of course going to be a big change when it comes to the other divisions. And the clubs is going to be lower leveled. And I'm going to try to describe the levels of the clubs as well as good as possible. Hole number one, we do have a green at point, a par 5, and then you may be thinking like, okay, wow, it's a par 5, then Tommy usually suggests the big dog or, yeah, the big dog. But no, not this time, because we are going to be able to play with either the long iron or the wood club, depending on how far we're going to reach on the fairway. I'm choosing to put the Viper here as that is the most common wood club here. And as in Rookie, you normally do not play with power 3 balls. You maybe play with a power 1 ball as most. Then that is going to be perfect for you with the Viper. You don't have to play with a power 3 ball. Play with a power 1 ball, a Navigator or a Quasar. Hole number 2. Here we do have the Viper again. If you would be having, like, let's say you have a Guardian, then you should be playing with that one instead. But again, we're playing in Rookie, then Viper is going to be a better suggestion here. We play to the right or we play straight forward, depending on the angle of the wind. And then we're going to just get it to green. Bounce it over the rough from the right side, go directly to the green on the left side. And the level of the Viper could be basically whatever, because the ball guideline and the accuracy is going to be the best of the clubs that you most likely have unlocked. Sure, if you do have a sniper, fine. And I will have to say that as well, if you do have a sniper level 6, 7, 8 and you're playing Rookie, then you should be playing with the sniper instead of the Viper. Important to have in mind. But if you're playing Rookie and you have upgraded clubs like that, yeah, might want to step up to Pro as well. But just to have that said, hole number 3, quarterback. We're going to play in a minimum distance of our club with the quarterback. We can play with a wood club, but it's so much easier to get control with the driver. Then the quarterback is going to be the play there with accuracy and the ball guide, and also the lower distance that you do have on that driver makes it perfect. Hole number 4, here I do have the Big Topper. The Big Topper has been becoming a kind of a favorite club for me, especially in Rookie, Pro and Expert, because we can use the topspin. We don't have to overpower, especially if we do have some tricky wind. We can just use max topspin and roll past the tree there. This drive, first and foremost, is going to be important for us to get past the trees that we do have on the right side. Then the Big Topper there is going to be absolutely excellent for us, so we don't have to go with overpower. Pull off a power 3 ball or a power 2 ball like Katana, Titan, Kingmaker. Use the topspin, roll past everything, and then you have an open shot towards the pin. Hole number 5, the big dog here, and if we're going to have some sort of a chance to get close to the green, then we need to play with the clubs that give us the most distance. Big Topper as a driver to bounce over with the topspin, big dog second shot. Play with a power 5 ball, a berserker. That's the only way to get close to the green. I'm not saying you will reach to the green, because it's still going to be tough. If you don't have the clubs like that, then you could just play conservative, take the birdie instead, and then you can play with basically whatever club you want to. Hole number 6, the backbone. Here we're going to play on the island there. If you're going to play with the backbone in like headwind, then you need to play with a power 3 ball. If you do have tailwind, crosswind, then you can play with a power 1 ball, and I would suggest a Navigator, reducing the wind, and also have a little bit side spin if we do have some crosswind. Hole number 7, the Big Topper or the Extra Mile. If you do have an Extra Mile upgraded in at least level 5, then I would play with Extra Mile because of the distance, but also the topspin that we're going to have. We do need to have at least 4 bars of topspin to reach over on the left side. And if if we do not have that, like we have an extra level 3 and we do have a big topper level 3, then I will be playing with a big topper instead. Power 3 ball to be able to not have to overpower. Headwind on this hole, then we play right side, then we play very conservative. But if we have crosswind or tailwind, then we're going to play on the left side, bouncing over the water, put ourselves up for a short iron for the pin. Hole number 8, here we do have Viper or the big dog. Personal preference here in my opinion, and it depends really if you do, yeah, it depends really what you think yourself. If you're comfortable with the big dog, play with that, otherwise play with the Viper. Slight curl to the right, depending on the angle of the wind, more if you do have wind right to left. Otherwise, a max side spin, play with Quasar as minimum. You can play with a katana as well, but the side spin is important. We always go with max side spin to the right. Hole number 9, big dog here, the only way for us to get there. And here again, we will have the big topper as our driver. Even though it doesn't say that on the guide here, but the big topper is, in my opinion, a must. That's the club that gives us the most distance. If you don't have it unlocked, play with the driver that do have the most distance combined with top spin. Let's, for example, say the extra mile. Otherwise, big topper, power 3, power 4, power 5 ball, which could be like a Titan, it could be a Royal ball, or it could be a Berserker ball, for an example. So this was Rookie Division, and to end it there, we, as I said in the beginning, play from the first tee, and now we're going to go over and play and look at Pro and Expert Division, which is going to be second tee. And here we do have different club selections, and it's also going to be like, it's related to the clubs that it's most commonly used for players that are playing Pro and Expert, and you mostly have the clubs a bit upgraded a little bit more. So let's go with hole number 1, Goliath or the Sniper. As I said, mentioned a little bit there, we can be in between clubs, especially if we do have a power 3 ball. We can have the wood club in minimum distance, long iron maximum distance. Then I would put the Goliath or the Sniper in my bag. Go for the rough bump. If you do want to go directly onto the green, change out the Sniper to the Guardian as well to use the backspin on the green. Hole 2, Guardian or the Sniper. Here I'm actually going to play with the Guardian actually. I do like to go to not have to bounce over the rough and the bunker, especially with some tricky wind, and I want to be able to go directly to the green. Then I'm going to go with the Guardian. But the Sniper works as well if you feel comfortable enough to go for that bounce over. If we do have wind for it, we play left, then it's going to be a long iron instead. Then we do play with the backbone Saturn. Sorry, we're going to play with the backbone or the Saturn, not the Goliath. Hole number 3, and then we do have the quarterback here again. And now we're going to play the quarterback in medium distance of our club. And max side spin, so use Katana or a Kingmaker. So I can just change it again, Katana, and we adjust from max distance of a club. Kingmaker that has a power 3, then I would be going with between medium and max distance of my club. Try to aim and get to the left side, or we're going to go on the right side depending on the angle of the wind. But the quarterback gives us control, accuracy, which is going to be perfect. Hole number 4, here we're going to play with the Sniper. In Pro and Expert Division, we're most likely going to have an upgraded extra mile or a Thor's hammer or an Apocalypse. Even though it's a lower level, we will be able to reach past the tree. Then the Sniper is going to give us control, and it's going to give us a chance for the pin. So the Sniper here is my suggestion. Hole number 5, the big dog or the Cataclysm. If we're going to have a chance whatsoever to reach for this green in 2, we need tailwind, power 5 ball, and the wood club that gives us the most distance. If not, then you can play with a Sniper, just lay up and go for the pin from a more easier distance. Hole number 6, Goliath or the Sniper here. Sniper, if you do have headwind or some crosswind and you do want to play with the rough bump, then I would be playing with the Sniper. If you do have tailwind, I'm playing the Goliath on the island in amongst the bunker and bounce it there towards the pin. So, but otherwise it's going to be the Sniper. Hole number 7, extra mile or the Apocalypse. We do need distance, at least 4 bars of topspin to bounce over on the left. If having headwind, then we play right, because then we can't go over on the left because it's too dangerous because of the water. Hole number 8, Sniper and the quarterback. Put both of them in your bag, because it depends on if you do have tailwind or headwind. on which of them you're going to play with. So sniper in tailwind, quarterback in headwind. You need to go up to the top and fall back down. Hole number 9, big dog and the cataclysm here. And if we have some tailwind, we do have an option, an opportunity to reach for the green in 2. Otherwise, it's going to be a hole. We're going to just play conservative, but I still want you to use a club with a lot of distance to be able to reach a bit further and have a decent chance from distance as well. But in the end here, if you do have tailwind, I suggest you play with a big topper here if you do not have an upgraded Thor's hammer or an apocalypse, so you do get that top spin that you do want to. So that was Pro and Expert division, and we're going to roll over to Master. A Master will play from the 3rd tee, which again is going to change some of the approaches, and you, especially on the part 3, we're going to play with a driver every single time. Otherwise, it's basically the same type of structure with the holes, because again, it's mostly the driving part that means sometimes we need to overpower or we need to lay up a little bit differently, and that is what we're going to cover here. Hole 1, B52 and the sniper, same type of approach as the other one. If we are we're either playing the long iron in max distance of our club, or we're playing with the sniper in min distance of our club. Or medium distance, depending on how far we're going to reach. Sniper, perfect. B52 has an amazing ball guideline. Definitely work that as well, and I would definitely see that as a suggestion instead of the Goliath, because we do want to get a good ball guideline there. Hole number 2, Guardian or the sniper, same as Pro and Expert. Guardian, go directly to the pin. Sniper, we need to bounce it towards it, or just have to curl it in a specific way to get it to stop there on the green. Hole number 3, Thor's hammer or the apocalypse. A quarterback will not be enough here, and we will not be able to reach as far as we want to on the left side or even on the right side. If having some massive tailwind right side might be possible to play with a quarterback, but otherwise play with a Thor's hammer and apocalypse so you do not risk having to overpower your drive. Hole number 4, and then we do have the sniper or the cataclysm. It all depends on the wind. If we do have some strong crosswind right to left, then we are going to have headwind for the second shot. Then we do want to have some distance on our wood club. Otherwise, if we do have wind that is favorable, play with a sniper. Hole number 5, big dog and the cataclysm here as well. Tailwind, we can reach for the green in 2 because we do have a berserker ball that's going to give us around 13 to 16 miles per hour. And that is going to be possible then to reach. We need to stay away from the rough and the bunker to give ourselves the chance, but this is going to be a very, very tough part 5 nonetheless. Hole number 6, quarterback or the rocket. It depends on how you want to play it. If you want to play it on the island, then that is going to be tough for you because you're most likely going to be in between clubs. So most of the times in Master you play it on the left side, either rough bump, or you're going to play it with just max backspin on the first piece of fairway to curl it in towards the pin. Quarterback if you're going to rough bump, rocket if you're going to use max backspin or directly on the fairway. Hole number 7, Thor's hammer and the apocalypse. A par 4, we do want to be able to reach on the left side. That we can do with tailwind, otherwise not. Then we reach, then we play on the right side, play with a sniper towards the pin, try to hold it out from distance. Hole number 8, the quarterback or the Thor's hammer. Quarterback if we do have tailwind. If we do have headwind, then I would suggest you play with the Thor's hammer, because then we otherwise have to go with some slight overpower with the quarterback, and that is something we want to stay away from. Hole number 9, big dog cataclysm. Tailwind again, then we will be able to reach for the green in 2. With some headwind in any form, then we won't be able to reach over the bunker. Then we just have to lay up and try to hold it out from distance, but most of the times with that situation we're going to have a birdie. So this was the club guide for Rookie, Pro and Expert and Master Division in the Platinum Resorts tournament. Be sure to follow the guides and the playthroughs when it comes to the tournament when it starts, to maybe see if we're going to use a different club or using the club in a different way than I'm explaining now. So, but this is prep work. We always need to have a clear idea when we do start to play, how we're going to play, then we're going to tweak it from there. This video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, and if you do have any type of questions, please make a comment in the comment section below. Good luck in the Platinum Resorts tournament.